calm off the field, as well as on the field Saturday night when crunch time you didn't get rattled. Where's that come from?
You know, I think even though I'm not calm 100% of the time, I think I do a pretty good job of you know, putting on the front. You have to. I mean, and for the most part, I am. I'm pretty. That's just my demeanor. And I think you know, you go back to before I was a starter. You know, all the talk about that was my at practice, and that was my method. That's just the way I am. I'm just a laid-back guy. You know, I think a lot of it comes from baseball. I think you know, the ups and downs, the failure, the success, all the stuff. You know, I think kind of bind together to kind of give me. And like I said, I've just kind of been born with that. I've been like that since I was a teenager. I've just always been one of the more laid-back, relaxed guys.
You can't really get too fired up in baseball.
Yeah,
and I mean
it's different
because you're playing the next day for one thing. And
yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's part of it. I mean, you know, and when you're a starter, you know, you're only throwing 5 days, or 1 or 5 days, and so it's, you know, it's different. You're exactly right. I mean, I think it's, you know, you play 140 games, so it's hard to get jacked up for 140 games. But yeah, it is. You know, especially when you're in an environment like that, you're in a game like that. It's hard not to get overly hyped up. I was jumping around more in that game than I have probably my entire career. I was up and down the sideline, patting around the head, and just really excited. And my emotions were pretty intense.
How tough was it? Or what did you feel like inside? Like those last 2 times you came out, the last two drives.
I felt great. I mean, I think we were able to go down and score quick. But I just felt confident. I felt like what we were doing all night really worked. The guys were getting open. Our game plan was excellent for what they did. I just felt completely confident. I mean, when they went down and scored and Klein ran that one in, we were like, let's do it again. You know, that's kind of the attitude we have as an offense. That says a lot, for where we're at as a team.
So when you talk about having to put on the front, you didn't have to put on the front. You were pretty calm inside.
Yeah, and I'm put on the front is not really in football. I think that's just like outside of the game, outside of everything else. I think it's just I don't think you're human if you're calm 100% of the time. So then I was 100% confident, calm. I think that when you have confidence, you have guys around you that are such good players. That allows you to be a little more calm, and you can relax a little bit. So whereas if you're on a team that doesn't have any playmakers, you're probably going to be a lot more of a nervous wreck at all times.
You're not worried about the wide receiver injuries right now?
No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Mike, I'm not sure what his status is, but Cooper will be back this week. Tracy's obviously, we're all good. I mean, we'll be fine. Obviously, losing Mike did not hurt. I felt bad for him, but I think we're fine.
You're playing in a high-scoring game. Are those more fun to be in? Games that are close, I know obviously there's a little more tension in there. You probably don't want it to be that close, but are they more fun to play in?
I think they're more fun to play in. I'm just that guy that wants the ball in my hand. I want to go on the 2-minute offense and go down and score and have the ball in my hand and be kind of leading that ship. So those are fun. Now don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, having a blowout where I can sit back and watch Chelsea play a little bit is better. But you learn a lot more from these games. You can look back and learn a lot more. From a character standpoint, X's and O's standpoint, everything. These games will make you a better football team.
What's coming into Blackman these last 2 weeks?
Just playing with an edge. I think he's like that every week. It's just teams were, like Texas, those guys were really selling out on him, and we found ways, these different route concepts. Just no matter what they played, we could get them the ball, and it doesn't surprise me. What he's been doing just
How much of that do you think is him? How much of that do you think is guys like Tracy?
I think a little bit of both. I think having Tracy on the same side of the field kind of allows you to do certain things. They can't cover both of them at all times. So I think both. I think him. He just I think he's had a great year. His numbers weren't as crazy as they were last year, but he's still having a heck of a year. So I think to answer your question, I guess both.
Talk a little bit about Tracy. He had a really good first game of the year, and then kind of maybe got lost in the translation a little bit there, and then he exploded again. What's been the difference in him this year?
Well, I think his attitude's been unbelievable. I think he's had a great attitude. I think he's not a guy that's selfish. He doesn't complain when he doesn't get the balls. You only have one football to go around, unfortunately, and you can't throw it to 4 guys on the play. So you got to you got to take what defense gives you, and we have a lot of plays drawn up this week to get Tracy the ball and get him involved and get through the middle of the field. And early on, he was really able to do that. So he, I was happy with the way he played. I think because, like I said, his attitude's been unbelievable. And sometimes it's harder to be like that when you're not getting as many catches as you like, but he stayed focused and I'm really impressed with him.
I know you guys were number 3, so it's not like you moved up that much, but with that LSU-Alabama game being done, do you feel like some of the attention's now kind of shifted to you? I mean, you're doing Van Pelt today. I mean, do you feel like here it comes?
Not really. I mean, we have another 3 weeks of football. Yeah, it's good to be there, but if the season ended today, if we just played our last game, shoot, yeah, that means we're playing for it all. But we still got to win 3 more games. So that's kind of the attitude we have as a squad.
Earthquake, you feel it?
I did. I've never felt it before. That was the first. We were down there, Coach Gundy was giving a speech, and I think everybody kind of forgot what he said because everybody was looking around like, what the heck just happened? But yeah, we did. It was kind of different.